Unit 7, Quarter 1, Module 2. I am your teacher, Ma'am Argel M. Yuret. Today, we will discuss about elements and compounds. But before that, let's have first our content standard and learning competency. After going through this module, you are to recognize that substances can be classified into elements and compounds, specifically these objectives. Don't forget to answer the What I Know part of your module. This is just to test your prior knowledge about our topic. And now, let's go to our first activity, What's New? Here, you will do the friend searching. The elemental heroes, when combined, can do wonders to save our planet. Help them bring out their superpowers. Read their clues given. Remember to use blue crayons to connect oxygen and hydrogen, and green crayons to connect sodium and chlorine in the mix. Good luck!
What are the substances mentioned in the activity? Yes, we have hydrogen, oxygen, sodium, chlorine, water, and salt. How can we differ these substances? But before that, let's have first this matter flow chart. Matter can be defined as anything that has mass and occupies space. It can be classified into solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. It can also be classified as pure substances and mixture. Pure substance is a kind of matter that has uniform properties. It can be further classified into elements and compounds. The simplest form of matter, which can no longer be divided, is called element. While compounds are made up of element, it is a combination of two or more kinds of atom which can be separated using chemical processes. In 1869, Russian chemist Dmitry Mendeleev created the framework that became the modern periodic table, leaving gaps for elements that were yet to discover. There are 118 elements that are systematically arranged increasing atomic number in the periodic table of elements. These elements are arranged in such a way that those elements having similar properties are placed in vertical columns called group or family. To represent the elements in a simplest manner, especially when writing a formula, scientists develop symbols or chemical symbol for each element. Instead of writing the whole name, one letter or two letter symbols are used. Notice that those elements having one letter symbol use the first letter of their element's name, like hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. While those elements with two letter symbols use the first letter and any letter found in its name, like lithium, chlorine, and manganese. In writing a two-letter symbol, first letter of the symbol should be in uppercase and other letters is in lowercase. There are symbols of elements that are not found in their names like iron, silver, mercury, and lead. These letter symbols were taken from their Latin names such as ferrum for iron, argentum for silver, hydrargyrum for mercury, and plumbum for lead.
Elements are made up of atoms or atoms of the same kind. They are the simplest type of matter that cannot be broken down into components. Each element is unique, and no two elements have the same properties. They are of the same state, but they have different properties. Some elements may be metals, non-metals, or metalloids. Some elements are essential to life. To name few, we have calcium, sodium, and iodine.
Calcium, which is essential to formation and maintenance of bones and teeth. It regulates nerve transmission, muscle contraction and blood clotting. Sodium regulates amount of body fluid and involved in nerve transmission. Iodine is part of the thyroxine and regulates rate of energy. Deficiency of these elements in the body will resort to diseases or bad health conditions like rickets in children due to calcium deficiency and goiter due to iodine deficiency. On the other hand, compounds is a combination of atoms which can be separated using chemical processes. There are only 118 elements in the periodic table of elements, but there are so many compounds on Earth. To name a few commonly used household compounds are sugar, table salt, baking soda, flour, and acetic acid. These compounds can be further divided into their elements that compose them, or it is called their constituent elements. For example, we have here water. The chemical formula is H2O. The constituent elements are hydrogen and oxygen. Another example, we have baking soda, NaHCO3. Constituent elements are sodium, hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. For salt, we have NaCl. Constituent elements, sodium and chlorine. And for sugar, we have C12H22O11. And the constituent elements are carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. When elements undergo chemical reaction and forms a compound, the properties of constituent elements are lost, and the compound develops a new set of properties. Example of these are salt and water. Salt is added to our dishes, but salt is made up of elements sodium, a poisonous solid, and chlorine, a poisonous gas. Then for water, it is a liquid, but its constituent elements are hydrogen and oxygen that are both gases.
On the other hand, compound is a combination of atoms which can be separated using a chemical process. Example of this is electrolysis. Electrolysis of water is a process of using electricity to decompose water from hydrogen and oxygen gas. For more information about our topic elements and compounds, you can watch these YouTube videos. Now that you already know about elements and compounds, you are now ready to answer the activities of your module. Don't forget to answer the What's More mobile game Unleash. Here, you will write down the element's name to the words commonly used in the mobile game. Answer also the activity 1.2, What's My Name, and activity 1.3, When Science Beats Talk. Also, answer activity 1.3, What are they made of? Here, you will fill in the graphic organizer of the elements of the common household compounds. You will give the constituent elements of the given compounds. And also, answer the assessment part of your module. For your performance task, do the What I Can Do part of your module. Here, you will choose only one of the two tasks. First, be a social media influencer, where you will write a social media post and tag your friends and teacher about the health importance of elements in the body. Or, you can have poster and slogan making. Make poster or slogan about the health importance of the specific element in our body. That's it for today's discussion. I hope you enjoy our lesson about elements and compounds. See you in our next discussion.